What's going on? What's happening, fellas? It's your boy KD. Let's get right into it, man. So I had a subscriber on my channel who wanted me to talk about street smarts and why does every man need street smarts in his life. All right, fellas, to be successful in anything, and not even just to be successful, but to just survive in life, you have to have a certain level and a certain degree of intelligence. And by the way, I just want to thank this guy for asking this question. Finally, a question that's not about women. All right, guys, I love talking about women. I'm not going to lie. I love talking about women, and I love helping you guys on how to do better with women. But at the same time, like I always say, man, there is more to life than women. All right, guys, life is not all about women. It's not all about women, man. Women are just a small piece of life when it comes to a man. All right, much more to life. All right, guys, to be successful, like I said, in anything in life, and just to survive, actually, you have to have a degree and a certain level of intelligence. And it's not just, and actually, when most people think of intelligence, they think of book smart. All right, guys, and that's something else I want to talk about today, and why book smart is actually important as well. And I'm going to decipher the difference between book smart and street smart and help you guys understand when and what type of scenarios where you would use each of them. Okay, guys. Now, when it comes to book smart, just if anybody doesn't know what being book smart means, book smart is basically you are very knowledgeable about practical topics and books. Okay, pretty much like you're good at math, or you're good at science, or you're good at, I don't know, guys, neurology. I don't know. Name something. I don't know. You're good at a certain topic in school. All right, guys. You're educated about something technical in life. You know, maybe you're educated about computers. All right, very educated about computers. Maybe you are educated about construction, or you're educated about math, whatever it is. That's being book smart. All right. But street smart is something totally different. All right. Street smart is actually you understanding human nature and you understanding how life works. All right. To a degree. All right. And to a degree, being street smart is really just you being red pill. All right. Simple as that. See, a lot of guys got this whole misconception about being red pill, and all these guys think that being red pill is just you understanding women, and you know how to get women, and you know how to pass shit tests, and you know when a woman is manipulating you, and you know when she's lying. Yes, that is a part of it, but female nature and understanding female nature is only a small contingent of what red pill really is. Being red pill is you understanding life. You understanding the truth and the reality about life, and you're comfortable with it. You came to peace with it. You understand that all women are not princesses. You understand that you can't trust every smiling face. You understand that life has ups and downs, and every day is not going to be great. And as a man, you have a certain duty and responsibility. All right, that's what being red pill is about. So for all the guys who walk around just because they watch a bunch of red pill videos about women, that's not real red pill. That is a part of it, but it's not all of it. All right, guys. So like I said, being street smart is just you being red pill. And being street smart is you understanding human nature and understanding life. All right, guys. I will give you a quick example of this. And I really became street smart at a very young age just because I grew up in the hood. All right, and most guys that grew up in the hood, bro, they got street smarts from a young age. All right, guys, like I grew up in New Orleans, Louisiana. All right, and if anybody know about New Orleans, Louisiana before the hurricane, because that's when I was there. Before the hurricane, it was a totally different New Orleans. It's not the entertaining New Orleans. I mean, it's still kind of bad, but when I was in New Orleans, we were the actual murder capital of the United States. Now I think it's like Chicago, or I think it's Chicago. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Drop it in the comments if it's Chicago. But we were the murder capital. So it's a lot. And I grew up in the hood, like 7th Ward, New Orleans. Bro, I'm talking about, if you know anything about any of you guys from New Orleans, you know what I'm talking about. I ain't got to get too deep into it. All right, fellas. But at a young age, okay, middle school, elementary school, at a young age, I had to develop street smarts in order to survive. Like if I wanted to play outside, you know, play football in the streets with my boys, or play hide go seek, or whatever we used to do, I had to have street smarts in order to not get shot by a drive-by. I had to be able to tell which car was ready to do a drive-by and which car would just come and pick up something. You know what I mean? Like, I had to be able to see that, you know? And at a young age, you had to adapt to the streets and you had to learn. So having street smarts will keep you alive, you know? And I remember, quick story, quick example, you know, my senior year in high school, man, I was all about football, bro, 100%. I ended up getting a scholarship to University of New Mexico, but Eastern University of New Mexico, should I say. But yeah, bro, I was all about football my senior year of high school, bro. All about football, 100%. I didn't care about my grades. Like, after I knew I was going to college, bro, the second semester of high school, I stopped caring about my grades. I stopped going to class, bro. I just made sure I went to practice, and that's it. Little did I know I need to still take care of my grades that second semester. But anyway, you know, there was a process that we had to go through to actually graduate, you know, to actually be able to meet the ceremony requirements. You know, there's certain steps we had to do. We had to get certain stuff signed off. And bro, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't want to have anything to do with any of that stuff. But because I had street smarts, okay, and because I understood, okay, I'm one of the football captains on the team. I got a scholarships. The teachers want me to be successful. They want me to go off to college, but I don't want to do all this stuff. But I understood that because of who I was in the school and because of how charming I was and because the teachers liked me, bro, all I did was charmed up all the teachers. I charmed up all the deans, and I ended up getting all that stuff signed off without me even having to do stuff. Like, there were things that my mom had to come up to the school for to take care of because I didn't take care of at the end of my junior year or something like that. But I got it waived off just because I knew that, okay, if I just charm these women up, they want me to be successful. They want. So I calculated all that in my head, and I methodically made it happen, and I graduated. You know, easy. You know what I'm saying? So that's just an example, like you understanding human nature. I understood that, okay, these teachers like me. The last thing that they want to do is tell me that I can't graduate. And I knew that. Okay, and it's kind of conniving. Okay, it's kind of conniving. But hey, it is what it is. I had the street smarts. I had to graduate, G. I was not about to graduate and not go to college with a whole full scholarship. I had to graduate. You know what I'm saying? So that's just a little small example of being street smart. All right, guys, like street smart, and actually, to be honest, being book smart, or not even being book smart, but books can help you be street smart, you know, but certain types of books, depends on what you're reading, you know, like the Robert Greene collection. I don't know if you guys know anything about Robert Greene, but Robert Greene has some great books, okay, guys, about sociology and human psychology that is definitely going to help you understand the streets more. All right, guys, powerful books. I think like the 48 Laws of Power and one of the a main book about human nature. There's another book about seduction, human interactions, bro. Great books. I definitely recommend y'all go check those out. It definitely help you out with your street smarts if you are book smart, but you're not street smart. All right, guys. So like if you book smart, go read those books. It definitely help you out. Obviously, you're gonna need the actual interactions and actually get out into the world and experience things to be more street smart. But that's just an example, guys. All right. Now, there are actually some advantages to being just book smart. You know, when it comes to academically. You know, you'll pass with flying colors. You know, I know a lot of guys who are book smart that pass with flying colors. You know what I mean? So there's some advantages to it, you know. And with that, on that, you know, speaking of the guy in class passing with flying colors as book smart, you know, if you're street smart, you would know to hang around those type of guys. Like when I was in school, bro, especially my freshman year of college, bro, I wasn't trying to find no girls. Gee, I'm keeping it real with you right now. I wasn't even trying to find no girls. I wasn't trying to find any of that. What I was trying to find is the smartest people in all my classes. Straight up. That was me, because I knew I wasn't book smart. Like, there's certain things, like, I'm more into, like, psychology and things like that, like human interactions. That's what I'm good at. But math, bro, science, I could do all right in biology. But anything else, bro, man, it's physics, man, that's for the birds. I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I'm going to be honest with you. You know, I love speaking. I love reading. I did a little bit great in English because I love to read and write. But everything else, bro, nah, I get somebody else to do it for me. All right, guys, and that's what I do in my real life today. Like anything dealing with math, I get somebody else to do it for me. If I don't know how to do it, I don't play with it. But that's what I did in college, bro. I was street smart to understand, okay, I need to find the smartest people in all my classes, and I need to get cool with them. I need to buy them lunch. I need to make sure they got everything that they need in their class. They running out of ink in their pens, I'm making sure I'm buying them a pack of pens. All right, I'm bringing them coffee to class, you know. So I'm going to get in good with them. So when the test comes, guess who passing? You know what I'm saying? We're flying colors. You know, so that's part of being street smart. So, you know, but there's still the advantages of being book smart. Okay, guys, like academically, you'll do well. If you get a job and your job requires something technical and you're smart in that field, hey, you're going to do well. All right, so there are some advantages, but just being book smart is not enough. All right, now, should you be both? Hey, if you're both, bro, you're Superman. Great job, okay? Because if you're street smart, you can understand the streets and you can understand humans and interactions and how life works, but you can also understand 1 + 1 = 2. Hey, bro, you got it, you know? But if I were to pick which one, and I think which one worked the best in life as a whole, being street smart would definitely work the best. Okay, like I said, being street smart can save your life. Being book smart can't save your life. All right, guys, somebody run up on you with a threatening presence. Let's say they got a gun on them, and you got to get out that situation because you ain't got a gun on you. Being book smart, knowing 1 + 1, giving him the square root of 484, they ain't going to help you get out that situation, G. All right, but being street smart can definitely help you get out that situation, guys. You know, when I was in my younger 20s, I started dating my high school sweetheart again, man. I remember this to the T. I got a great memory, guys. I got a memory like an elephant. I think elephants got great memories. I think so, yes, elephants. But anyway, man, in my 20s, man, going out with my high school sweetheart, bro. And I remember I was taking her back home one night. All right, we had met up somewhere. I was taking her back home one night, and we stopped at a gas station because, you know, it was going to do, you know, whatever. Yeah, we stopped at a gas station. All right, we stopped at a gas station before we got to the house. And as we're pulling up to the gas station, bro, mind you, it's like 1:32 in the morning. All right, in Houston, Texas, in the hood. I think we're like in 3rd Ward or something. I don't know if you know anything about Houston, Texas, 3rd Ward. But it wasn't a nice part. Because 3rd Ward got like a nice part, and then they got like a real hood part, which is like right next to each other. Like you can be in a nice part, and then you can take a step, and now you in the hood. Like that's how, I know y'all got some cities like that, some big cities like that. But anyway, yeah, bro, we pulled up in the hood to the gas station, and as we're pulling up, I see 2 cars. And both cars got like 3 dudes hanging out the window, you know, chilling on the car, one of them smoking, one of them, you know, they just hood rat activity, you know. So I'm pulling up and I look at my chick, and it's just me and my chick, and it's 6 of them, and they all together. You know, it's 1:30 in the morning, ain't nobody else at the gas station. I pull up, I look at my girl, and she like, what? And I was like, we gonna go to another gas station. And she like, what's wrong? I was like, don't even worry about it. I never told her what was going on. All right, they like, I never told her when I pulled up. As soon as we pulled up, all 6 of them like looked at me mugging like, what's up? You know what I mean? I never told her that. I didn't want her to get uncomfortable. You know, I'll be honest. At that time, I didn't want to look like a little bitch. I'm going to be honest. I didn't want to look like a bitch. I just didn't. I didn't want to look like a bitch, okay? Whatever. I don't care. You ain't tough. I don't care how tough you think you are. Oh, yeah, you tough because you got out the car and there's 6 dudes and you beat all 6. Man, whatever, bro. I pick my battles. That wasn't my night, G. All right? Just wasn't my night. All right? So we went to another gas station. All right? And that's street smarts. All right? I understood. All right, this ain't, I probably need to stay. It's another gas station right down the street. And there's a bunch of people and it's lit up. All right? Hey, you know what I'm saying? You got to make the best decision. So, bro, who knows? Who knows what could have happened that night? You know, who knows? I could have got out one night, one dude say he liked my J's, and then it's over. You know what happened when somebody in the hood say they like your J's? You might as well go ahead and take them off and get the skedaddling. You know what I mean? You know, that's the thing about, another thing about, it's just small things like that, G. Small things like that. You know, if you just book smart, you go in the hood for whatever reason, you got on a nice fresh pair of J's, you know, some dude want to see your J's. Hey, bro, I like it. What size you wear? You know, if you just book smart, you don't even know what the term "what size you wear" mean. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know. You don't even know. You don't even fathom. You gonna mess around and tell them, "Oh, I wear a size 11." You know what I'm saying? But when you book smart, you know what size that is means. You know what I'm saying? So being street smart, like I said, can save your life. But if I had the choice, I would choose to be street smart. If I had the choice, I would definitely choose to be street smart. Because being street smart, in most cases, bro, it takes actual experience. Like, it takes you going through things to understand, okay, I can't touch that fire because it's hot. I have to actually touch the fire to know that it's hot. That's good thing about that's the thing about being street smart. Book smart, I can read up on fire and tell how hot it is. I can get a book anytime I want. So I think it's harder to develop street smarts than it is book smart, and it may not be harder, but it takes actual living life. Because most of the street smarts that I have, it's from experience. Like, nobody taught me most of the street smart I have. I have a lot of street smarts that I have playing basketball outside as a young kid, watching the hood dudes, sell drugs back and forth to each other, and, watching some of the activity going on. Like, that's how I got some of my street smarts. Okay, most of my street smarts came from the hood. All right, guys. So, like I said, man, how you get street smarts? Like I said, bro, as a grown man, if you don't have street smarts, read books, bro. Read books. You ain't got to go to the hood. You ain't got to roll up at the gas station. You ain't got to get in a fight to develop street smarts as a man. There's books. Like I said, Robert Greene has a great collection of books that's going to help you learn human nature, learn interactions, learn how to seduce women, just all these different things that make up street smarts. All right, fellas. So, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. It's your boy KD. I hope you guys learned a lot from this video. Any questions about it, anything I talked about today, go ahead and drop it in the comments. Don't forget, you can get any of my fragrances from thetoptierman.com. I'm going to put a link to that in the description. Thanks for watching. It's your boy KD. We out of here, baby.